Today's video is gonna be all about the things that YouTube made me buy it. I have a lot of face products here because it's the category that I like to buy the most. I have a lot to talk about, so let's get started. So the first product is definitely the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. When I first started watching YouTube, everyone was raving about this. This is actually one of the very first foundation that I've ever bought, but after trying so many foundation, this is definitely not on the top of my list. I really liked it at first, but I realized that it kicks up around my nose and also it broke me out. So I haven't been using it for a really long time. So the second one is gonna be the Mecier Silk Cream Foundation. They have actually reformulated it into a matte version and a moisturizing version. This one is the OG Mecier Silk Cream Foundation. It has a really moussey texture, it has really high coverage, and it lasts really well as well. I like it, but this is definitely not an everyday based product because of the coverage. But yeah, I really like it and I think it's hyped up for a reason. The next product is a huge disappointment for me. I'm so sorry that if you love this product, but this just happened not to work for me. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Everyone loves this foundation, but on my skin it was so dry and cakey, and even if I prep my skin really well and I don't have any dry patches, when I put on this foundation, it shows all the dry patches that I didn't even realize that it was there. So for me, this just does not work. It's no matter how hard I try to make this work, it just never looks good on my skin. So for me, this is a real disappointment because it was so hyped up on YouTube. The next product is something that I love. It's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I was so happy that I got this because of YouTube because it has quickly become my favorite foundation of all time. It leaves such a healthy, glowy skin, but it never looks cakey on my skin. And it looks really natural, it blurs out imperfection, and it has a really nice medium coverage. So for me, this foundation is definitely worth the hype on YouTube. This product is a really hyped up concealer on YouTube. It is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is my third tube of it already. I love this concealer for blemishes. It has such high coverage and it leaves a satin finish, so it looks really natural on the skin and it never dries out my skin. For my dry skin, it's really difficult to find something with high coverage and not drying. So I definitely love this concealer and I think it's worth every hype on YouTube. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is the Maybelline concealers. They're a lot of people's favorite concealers, and my favorite out of three of them is the Fit Me Concealer. I think the good thing about Maybelline concealers is that they're really hydrating, so they're really good at covering dark circles without drying out your under eyes. So yeah, I think they're really worth the money and worth a try because they're really affordable and they have such high quality. My next product is the Nars setting powder. It's not the translucent crystal one, it's the one with different shades. It looks like this. It has a slight hint of color. It's not extremely hyped up on YouTube like other products that I mentioned, but I bought this mainly because of one specific YouTuber called Lauren Curtis. She mentioned about this powder a lot and said that it truly sets your makeup without changing the finish of the foundation too much. So it sets the foundation but not anything else. So I was always looking for powder like that because I don't really use a lot of powders because I have really dry skin, but this one truly sets the makeup without sucking up too much oil. So I really love this powder. I've tried a lot of powders after this, so I haven't been reaching for this as much, but I still think this is a really good powder if you are finding something that only sets your makeup. So the next product is definitely not a surprise. It's the Nars Laguna bronzer. Everyone loves this product. And fun fact, it's actually the first bronzer that I've ever tried. It looks like this in the pan. When you're looking at it, it has a slight sheen to it, but when you apply it to your face, it looks really natural. And I like using it as eyeshadow as well because it looks really nice and add a slight hint of warmth to your eyes. So yeah, I think this is a really good bronzer if you're starting out with bronzer. It is a bronzer that will never goes wrong. This product is actually the first highlighter ever in my life. It's Soft and Gentle from MAC. It was really hyped up back then, but nowadays, since highlighter is so in trend, a lot of product comes out, so no one really talks about this anymore. It's a really decent highlighter. It is really reflective. It works for a lot of skin tone, but there are just a lot more better choice out there, so no one really talks about this anymore. But this is a really standard highlighter that you can get. It's a champagne color that works with a lot of people. So if you're really looking for a highlighter, then you can still try it out. The next product is a blush. It's the Milani Luminoso. A lot of people love this blush. It's a coral pink color. Some people said that it's too orange for them, but on my skin tone, it's a really standard coral pink color. It has a slight shimmer in it, so when you apply it to your face, it actually looks glowy. So you don't have to apply a highlighter if you don't want to. So if you're looking for more affordable blushes, I recommend you checking this out because it's such a nice blush. Moving on to brow products, the first one is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. A lot of people swear by this brow pencil. This has a really fine tip and it lasts really well on my skin. I don't know what is so special about this specific formula or this specific brow pencil. I've tried a lot of different ones and not that many can compare to the Brow Wiz. So if you're looking for a new brow pencil and if you haven't tried the Brow Wiz, definitely give it a try because it's such a nice product. My next product is the Brow Stylist Plumper from L'Oreal. I've mentioned about this product before that I don't understand all the hype on YouTube. I still don't. I mean, it sets my brows really nicely and it gives a slight hint of color, but I can't tell the difference from this with all the brow gels that I've ever tried. So if you're looking for a tinted brow gel that is affordable, you can go for this one. This one is a pretty good one, but I just don't understand the hype, honestly. The rest of the products are all palettes, and the first one has to be a Naked palette. I don't know what's wrong with me at that moment that I didn't pick up the Naked one. I picked up the Naked 2 instead because I never reach for cool tone eyeshadows and Naked 2 is filled with cool tones. So I don't really reach for this palette and I like the formula, just not the color. The next palette is the Too Faced Natural Ice palette. A lot of people love this on YouTube. I like this too because it's filled with natural colors that you can create a really simple look and also a really smoky look. And I think Too Faced has really high quality eyeshadow, so if you're looking for a natural palette, I recommend this palette right here. The last product is a slightly newer purchase for me. It's the Anastasia palette. When I first saw this, I was like, I have to get this. And when it first released, like a lot of YouTubers created a lot of really pretty eye looks with this palette, and I really love warm tone eyeshadows. So if you're like me, you love warm tone eyeshadows and you like wearing red tones as well, this palette is definitely a must-have. So that's the end of my video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!